Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. Today we are live for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. I tried to buy the original version and I just was not able to get it to work, so we had to cop the Ultra Deluxe, and we will be doing our full playthrough on it today. So if you are stopping by, consider subscribing because we're live every single day of the week except Saturday. And if you're stopping by, make sure to tell me how your day is going. Oh my goodness, what is up, squad? Sorry, I can't yell right now because there's a special guest in my lap. It's Kitty! It's Kitty! It's Kitty! There's a special guest and it's Kitty! It's Kitty! Oh my goodness, it's Kitty! It's Kitty! We have Kitty! Oh my goodness. Okay, Kitty is frustrated. Kitty said, let me go. Kitty said, you have been holding me hostage for too long. I had to start up stream with Kitty. Oh my goodness. Okay, what is up, Rose? How is your day going today? It's great to see you. Oh my goodness, it's great to see everybody. I can yell now. How are we doing, Squadron? What's up, Rose? Oh my goodness, I'm excited for this game. Funnington recommended it to us. I'm not sure what to expect, but when I booted up the game, it asked me for the time. I booted it up yesterday to see if it would work. And then when I booted it up today, it asked me for the time again. And then it said, thank you for putting in the time. It said most people don't even do that. And it said, I don't know. I don't know if it was trolling me. I have no idea. It's kind of cool. Oh my goodness, what is up, bros? You're doing good? I'm so glad to hear that. It's great to see you. Great to see everybody. Okay, let's get right into it, squad. My fault. I don't know what to expect. I've never seen a playthrough.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Number 427?
Employee number 427's job.
Oh, what's my job?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Wait, that's what I'm
Orders
doing.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them,
What?
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month.
Employee 427 job sounds not very fun.
Others might have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment.
He does?
Orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
We're happy doing this?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What's up?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
What is
Something
it?
he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
What?
When he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
What?
Never in all his years at the company
What?
had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
What?
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his
I'm
desk
Stanley.
and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Oh, I see. It's me, Stanley. Yo. Okay. I don't know what to expect. Is bro hostage? I'm not certain. I'm not certain. Where's Squadron?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
What?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A memo? Where's the meeting room? I'm gonna assume this is the meeting room. Where's my coworkers? I don't see number 27. I see 426. Where was it? Did I walk past it? Dude, what? There is no... Oh, there. That's 37. And then it goes to 26. Huh. Okay. 17. Okay. Oh, let's do it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door on my left? What if I go to the door on my right? Wait, let me lower the sensitivity just a tad bit. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. Oh, I'm 427? Oh, shoot, damn. The door on my left. The narrator, wait. I'm gonna do what he said. I'm a man that does what I'm told. Okay, keep it moving. Where's Squadron? What time is it? That's not what time it is. Yo, what? I'm a man that does what I'm told. Do not alter with consulting whiteboard manager.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What? How to dissolve a dispute with a coworker? Let it ball up inside you. Take it out with. I wasn't done reading that. Who the hell just changed it? Make sure your slide has a slick. You serious? Everyone is unique. You most of all. For real? Me? Okay. Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. To do synergize core value. Dude, it seems like a bunch of nerds work here, if I'm being honest. Okay, we're going to my boss's broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I want all of it! What?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go to my boss's. That looks spooky as hell down there. Wait a minute. Let me just investigate. This looks spooky as hell. Wait up.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
What?
He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Yeah, I'm scared of my
Admitting
boss.
he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
in
trying
such
to
a
get
competitive
fired.
economy, why had he taken that risk?
Absolutely.
All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Nah,
His
for real.
boss would think he was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not
And
trying to
then
be
something
crazy.
occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Wait, am I crazy?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make
Am I
other
tripping off the
strange
beeswax? Did I just do a
For
loop?
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Where's my feet?
Doors close automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter,
I'm
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
I'm scared.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm
dreaming!
I don't like this.
This is all a dream. Oh,
I'm about to have a panic attack. What is
to have
this?
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job.
I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in a loop.
Enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
What do you mean?
How was he remaining so lucid?
I'm not.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all
What?
entered Stanley's head.
What?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
No.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice.
I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take
I
responsibility?
don't understand.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak this word,
Stop! What is happening?
for certain, beyond a doubt,
I
that this
don't
was in
like
fact a dream.
this.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
Okay.
And he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up!
The cool weight of the blanket on his skin. The press of the mattress on his back.
Oh?
The fresh air of a world outside this one.
Imagine it, squad?
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Imagine it?
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
Yes, please.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yes, please.
Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's
We have a
always
wife?
been.
Let's
My
go.
life is normal. I am normal.
Dude, I think we're all good. He just said so. I think we're all good. Everything's fine.
Okay.
We're all good.
Stanley began screaming.
What?
Stanley, I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Let me
Please,
go
just someone tell me I'm
home.
real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
I don't want to do this anymore.
And everything went black.
What? Huh?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
I took
her
way
walk
too
was
many
interrupted
Benadryl to
by
be
the
doing
body
this
of a
today.
man
I don't
who had stumbled
understand.
through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
I'm
He was
scared.
obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
What is happening?
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting.
So
to think
Mariella's
this,
locked
and
in.
a
That's
certain
what I'm
way,
gathering.
seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Dude,
and
this
by
guy
extension,
does not
the
run
rest
out of
her
air.
life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then
Dude.
she turned and ran.
What is happening? Peace out, Mariella. I'm overwhelmed. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're so back. We're so back. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? Are we... I don't understand. No, I'm doing exactly what I'm told. I'm doing exactly what I'm told. I'm doing exactly what I'm told.
When Stanley came to a set
I'm going
of
to
two
my
open
boss's
doors,
room.
he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to my boss's room. I'm doing exactly what I'm told. I'm not trying to trip off the beeswax once again.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yep.
Feeling a wave
Speed
of
run time.
disbelief,
Speed run
Stanley
time.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase,
Yeah.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's go see boss. Let's go see boss. What is that? Executive bathroom. Ooh, hold up. Hold up. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. Okay. Oh, dude, now this is much more calm. Oh, the receptionist is gone. What's right here? What are they doing to my man, Poe? What are they doing to Kung Fu Panda? Elevator? Wait, no, I gotta go check on boss. Maybe he has a gun in his room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Oh, boss not even
Shocked,
here?
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is this like, is this, the Truman Show? Are we on set? Oh, okay. I understand it now. What? I understand it now. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Okay.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
What are we talking about?
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, I see. This is spooky, I guess.
Stanley walked straight ahead.
Mind control facility? What?
Mind control facility.
By some research that I've been gathering, that way's the escape. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. A buzz him? What?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What? Huh? Dude. Cameras?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Damn!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom...
Where's my number? Where's my number? Right there. Oh. It's right there. There's 27. Oh, it just shows some filing cabinets. What are the red rooms? What is that room? Oh, okay. What is this?
This mind control facility.
It was
too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
For
Had
real?
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
69 was just a regular office, it would appear.
No.
What?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Accept
His
what?
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm gonna start crying. I might have to make an apology stream.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once.
Stanley's locked the hell in is what I'm gathering. What are we talking about? I don't understand. We are 19 minutes into the game. I'm overwhelmed. On or off? Huh? Huh?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Pause. What?
Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Something's not going
He
right.
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
For real?
And yet, even as the
I think I should have gone the way that said escape.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Puzzles?
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had
Dang,
been
that's
seeking,
bright as hell.
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Wait, but I just did exactly what
Whatever
I'm
life he
told.
lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Faux Grizzle?
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt
Did we
the
beat
cool
the
breeze
game?
upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
This looks like
was exactly the
Skyrim's
way, right
opening
now,
scene.
that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I am. What is this? I have no idea. I did beat the game. I didn't beat the game. Are you jorking my meat? Twisted, I have no idea what this is. It's an a Benadryl trip is all I'm gathering. I'm straight geeked right now. I don't know what's going on, but
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
what do you
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room.
I just
Perhaps
got
he
an
had simply
achievement for
missed a
beating
memo.
the game. Okay, I'm not doing anything that I'm told. I'm not doing anything that I'm told. Yeah, we're doing right. We're doing right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Let's do
and
it.
Stanley
Twisted,
knew
how's your day
perfectly
going
well.
today? How's everyone's
Perhaps he
day?
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to
Oh,
spend
for
a few
sure.
moments here in this. But eager to get back to business,
Yeah, back to
Stanley
business.
took the first open door on his left.
But what's right here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
Yeah.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. I see. We're never following
I think
directions.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not. I realize that investing your
Narrator,
trust
stop
in someone
talking to
else can
me.
be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Is he calling me
There's
selfish?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Why is he calling
I'm
me
not asking
selfish?
for
Is he
me,
gaslighting me?
I'm asking for her.
For who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What? What are we talking about? Are there baddies on the way?
That's her, Stanley.
Who? Oh, okay.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Who?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Is that Bay?
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your...
Bay!
Gotcha. Oh, come
Are you
on.
serious?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Ouch.
Come inside.
Damn.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
What do you mean? I thought I had a loving wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm gonna die? Are you joking? Press K on your keyboard?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Ouch. I'm just getting roasted now. What is going
Every button he
on?
pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press I? What if I press J? Doesn't do anything.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Lunch?
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I did not!
But in his
Gosh!
mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And
What?
each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Watch TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
What?
The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys. The boys for real? What's up, Ring Zero?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even
What are we
mattered
talking
what lay
about?
behind each door.
I don't
The mere
understand.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
What are we talking about? Press J to prepare dinner? It's not
As he
even...
wandered through this fantasy world,
Are we
he began to
serious?
fill it with many possible paths.
Are we
and
back in my
destinations.
office?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
What is going
Down
on?
another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he
A
called
baby?
it the Stanley Parable.
I'm about to start crying. Tell your kids a story? What it...
It was such a wonderful fantasy.
Is this game trying to
and
make
so
me
in his head,
delusional?
he
I'm so
relived it
confused.
Again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Play just one more time. C to tell your wife you love her? What?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality,
Are
all
you
he's doing is
serious? I
pushing
don't
the same buttons
understand.
he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I don't understand. Press C to go to sleep?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as
What?
long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Thank
He
you.
won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button,
Don't do it.
not do it.
Press F to be at work in the morning. What if I don't do it like he said? What if I don't do it like he said? I don't want to go back to work. What if I told you I didn't want to go back to work? What? Is he going to make me press it? Do I have to sit here for an hour? I'm so confused. I don't understand. I guess we press F?
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I tried!
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
What?
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press P to question nothing. I don't understand.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
I'm getting gaslit on another level.
To my intended
I don't
purpose,
understand.
Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps,
What?
Well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried.
Please
again.
die. What?
Stanley pushed a
Why?
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
I didn't.
And I tried.
I didn't even want to die. Dude, are you serious? I died? Are you joking? Are we seriously back at work? Oh, are we seriously back at work? No, there's not. There's, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Dude, I
Stanley
don't...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't understand. What if I close the doors? Now he's not closing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Those were the letters? Oh, I
Yet
got
there
you.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
wait a
decided
minute.
to go up to his boss's office.
Wasn't there an
Hoping he might
elevator
find him
somewhere?
coming to a
Wait a minute,
staircase,
yeah.
Stanley walked
Hold up.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Hold up. Hold up. This way, this way. Hold up. I pressed both of them. Let's go up. Damn! I didn't know they had the jams on deck. Hell yeah! Nice! I hope this isn't copyright or I'm suing the game. Or I'm suing the game. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Damn, they got the jam. Is this elevator gonna stop? What? Okay, let's go down. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh. Come on now, turn up, squad. Come on now. Yeah, quit playing, bruh. Quit playing. Sorry, there's stuff on my monitor. I'm in desperate need of cleaning it. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was just trying not to focus on it. I know it's hard. Okay, I don't think this elevator's going anywhere. If I'm being honest, this elevator's not going anywhere. If we're being honest, this elevator is not going
Stepping into
anywhere.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I'm not
What
stunned.
could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
No, it's not.
What could its purpose be?
I don't
In fact,
know.
This keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried
I don't
below his feet.
understand.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
I was just
But of
wondering
course,
if...
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
There's really nothing... Okay, I don't understand, Squadron.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Wait.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was
Wait.
2845.
What if we just listen it out? What if we just
2845.
He's getting angry. Dun, 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 dun. Look at you, look at you, look at you, look at you.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override.
Oh, it's gonna auto open it.
Just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, he's getting angry. Wait a minute, what? Go escape area? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Why does my camera seem to get moved every time I get on? Every time I get on, my camera seems to be in a different spot. There's a ghost messing with my camera. Wait, what happens if I go up now?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind.
Wait.
Stanley actually got back into the elevator
Wait,
and went back up.
he's confused.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well,
I don't
that's
know.
A great question. I just can't wait to
Me
find
neither.
out.
Is there gonna be something up here? Wait, what? Oh, is it really just back to my boss's office? Wait, what happens if we go in here now?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
Is it?
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving
He's
a
getting
rich
angry.
tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted
Or
to
he's
the edge of
laughing at
my
me.
seat.
Is he gonna say anything else? Okay, wait. Now let's go back down. Maybe he's gonna be even more mad. And then we can go to the escape area.
Incredible.
Yes!
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm a genius. It's called being a Harvard scholar. He wouldn't understand. He wouldn't understand. It's called being a Harvard scholar. You understand? You see? You see? Do you understand? Hold up. Hold up. We're genius. Wait, go up again? What's he gonna say?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again?
Dude.
Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I wonder if it's the boss's office. Dude, what's up here? What's up here? It's the boss's office! What?
Oh my god.
It's the boss's
The
office!
boss's office.
Would you have guessed it?
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
He's processing. What? Whoa! Yeah! Woo!
Okay, I'm ready.
What?
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time,
More time to
process.
process? Oh, hell yeah.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
What's he got to
I have
say?
made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
What's up?
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master
Grippy?
Stanley.
What? Okay, let's go downstairs.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Let's do
How
it.
did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to
When you
understand
go
that
down then
30
up
seconds
again?
ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Indeed.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
Let's
That's
go.
just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is.
Dude, I'm
A breath of
genius. We're
fresh air
genius,
in a
yeah.
landscape of
Shout out
storytelling
Rose.
that has grown stale and repetitive.
Grown stale and repetitive, but we're having a great time. What's he gonna say? Okay, one more time. Watch him just not even say anything.
You know what? I've just thought of something.
What?
Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Is the bosses up here?
It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
What's up, MW?
Oh, I
How's it
simply don't
going
wanna let that
today?
feeling go. It's so precious.
I
so
wonder what's
fleeting.
up here. It
Why
could
don't we
be
take
the
this
boss's
ride
elevator.
nice and slow.
Oh, he's gonna make me hate
There
it.
we go. Isn't this so much more exciting?
It
you know,
is.
Stanley? It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and
You
frequently
guys
as
enjoying
possible.
this?
They
How's
want
our
big,
day going, Buckaroo?
explosive
Wait, is
moments
this Stanley?
flying
It is
right in their
indeed. It's
faces,
going
and the
great.
very
How's your
moment
day
that things
going?
get
Great to
started.
see you today.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given
Oh my
time to
goodness.
imagine
Okay, I
the
regret my
surprises,
decision
to have to
making.
think,
I
to
regret my
anticipate,
decision
and then
making.
to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative.
Play this as good
to be
as
developed in
dude, we're
years.
having a
And it's
grand
really all
time
because
right
of
now.
you.
It's just I don't
You're
know
the one who
what's
took this
going on.
bold step of
It is
revisiting
going
the exact
all over
same
the place.
locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley.
He's kind of frustrated.
I want to have to think. I want to be engaged
Ooh.
and not pandered to.
Let's
We're
go.
being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all
Oh, for
know
telling
it,
me to go
which is
back
why
up.
We're so
Ooh.
starved for
How long you
content
been
that
playing?
makes
We've
us
been
feel
playing for
sharp
42
and
minutes at the
vital and
moment.
alive. That's why people
We're
like
about
you
to
so
double
much,
the
Stanley,
playthrough time
because
in
you're
this
not afraid to
elevator.
spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not
What is
much
going
for the public
on?
eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley.
Man, let's
I
go.
don't know if you
Let's
realize
go.
the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them
Wait!
for the better.
It's not the boss's office!
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being. Is that a picture of me? Is that a picture of me? How we did it, the pyramids? The guy who went to Mars? Is that also a picture of me? World peace, baby. Damn, that baby's bringing me world peace.
Ah, yes. Here
Was
it
that the
is.
Minecraft
Just through
door
this door.
sound? What? World's first sentient machine. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. To stage,
Are you
welcome
ready?
Stanley.
I've told them you're going
Almonds
to speak
chair,
a little
gum
bit
table,
about the
nut
nature
bar.
of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do
They
great.
got
Just be
magazines
yourself
about
and
me?
speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
The storyteller
Okay,
Stanley
it looks
reveals
like they're ready for you.
all
get
in
'em.
his new book, Up and Down Again? Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from? Your co-workers? Dude, we're famous. We're famous. It's just like me in real life. The dude who came up with pizza? Dude, I came up with pizza. That's a picture of me. What the hell? How do they have all my accomplishments? What? Guys, it's me, Stanley. Guys, it's me, Stanley. You guys remember me? It's me, Stanley. Guys, it's me. Okay, you can pipe down now. That's loud as hell. What's up, Koyu? How are you doing today? You serious? You serious? I'm no longer famous.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought.
What?
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just
What?
laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Okay, we're going the escape route. We're going the escape route. Hey, what's up,
When
Koyu? How
Stanley
are you
came to
doing
a set of
today?
2 open doors,
We're
he
going
entered
the
door on
escape
his
route.
left.
Let's do it. We're going the escape route. I'm so confused. Oh my goodness.
Yet there
Ain't
was
no
not a
way they
single
actually did
person
you like
here
that?
either.
I'm so confused.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
I
to go
sub.
up
Thank
to
you
his
so much for the
boss's
subs,
office. Coming
guys.
to a
Thank you,
staircase,
Koyu and
Stanley
Lauren.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're going the escape route. What's up, Lauren and Koyu and MW
The
and
moment
Bros?
he
How's
entered his
everybody doing
manager's
today?
office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story.
He
as
knows I'm
quickly as
fast.
possible, he
What's up,
didn't
8
even
Ball?
have a
How's
single
everyone
minute
doing
to
today?
Just let the narrator talk.
Oh, he's mad at me
That
for
kind of
upgrading.
anxiety isn't healthy.
How does he know
so
I
he
have
relaxed
what?
for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Appreciate it. Damn, I'm enjoying the game. Oh, it's a ton of fun. A bit confusing, but a ton of fun. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. It's kind of like a psychological game to just kind of mess with your brain.
Calmly walked forward
Yo, WE
into the
modes.
opened passageway.
WE modes. Okay. Let's do it. We're going the escape route. We're going the escape route. Let's go. I wonder what he says. We're gonna try to be fast.
Stanley walked straight ahead through
first
the
shot.
large door.
Hey,
that
let's
read
go, 8 Ball,
Mind Control
W.
Facility.
Oh, this way. We're going to escape route.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that
What?
at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Violent death? Why did I go this way? What? That's not cool.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Yeah,
and
he's
willingly
lying.
confront his death.
I'm not afraid of death. This doesn't seem like death. It's the escape route. Whee! We did it! We made it out! Youch! Stanley's got ankles of steel.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
What?
it reflected
Dude,
that his
this
life
might
had
have been
of
my
no
death.
consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow
Trapped
vision for
forever?
what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
What?
Like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
No!
Farewell, Stanley.
No! No!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
We got a
as
new
Stanley was
narrator.
led
What?
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was
Locked in.
obliterated.
Put
as
my
the
hands
machine
on both
crushed every
sides
bone in
and
his
stopped
body,
it.
killing him instantly.
Wait, what? The Stanley Parable?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game.
Restart
back in his
the game.
office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
This looks like a nice
death
office.
becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Is this a
Do you
map?
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already
Oh,
dead
it is,
from
the
the
two
moment he hit
doors.
start?
Oh. Wait, the credits. Office computers. That's the actual credit. Wait, what? There's two different ways. What's up, Funnington? How's it going today? How's everyone's day going? It's great to see everybody. Maintenance room. The office, okay. Ooh, I'm late. Hey, what's up? Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting the build that it was too far jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. What? I'm so confused. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on, guys. A question brought forth by intense passion of my soul. Am I Stanley? Are you? Will the game feature capybaras? There's capybaras in this game? Hey, no worries, MW. Have an amazing night. Hey, I got you. Have an amazing night. Have a appreciate you for stopping by. Hope to see you then. I don't know what's going on. Ooh. Okay. The office. The apartment timer. Wait, what? 4, 3, 2, 1. Leaving the apartment, enter a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Wait, not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. The meeting room? I'm so confused. Is bro stuck in the museum? Apparently so. Monitor room, elevator. Is this just all like exhibits? Okay, well let's go out the exit, I suppose. What was that? One of the desks from the early version of the countdown ending? Oh, okay.
Oh, look at these two. How
I don't
they
remember
wish
which
to
place had the
destroy one
phone.
another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. It's not going to
Can
put
you
me back
see?
to the start, is
Can you
it?
see how much they
Yo,
need
thank
one
you so
another?
much for the follow on Twitch.
No,
Go
perhaps
you.
not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I'm so confused.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can
What?
stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Does it actually want me to quit?
Do choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I'm going to let time choose for me. I think we just won. We beat the game. Ah! Go right at the left and right door? Oh,
All of
okay.
his co-workers were gone.
Dude,
What could
what?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
That's what
New
I'm saying.
content.
Huh? I'm so confused, but we found new content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're
As
welcome.
you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
For a video?
After
Wait, what do you
receiving
mean?
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
What's up,
Well,
Squadron?
this sounds delightful.
What?
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
We paid $5 extra for this extra content. It better be
Okay,
super
so far it's
exciting.
an elevator. Nothing special yet.
I just
but
don't
I'm
know how to
sure
make
it's
a
just
script
the
for it.
beginning
It
of a
doesn't work as well like the
mesmerizing
Elden Ring
adventure.
video, because like the Elden Ring video needed commentary. Like this game's already fully narrated.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we
Oh,
be moving somewhere or
Oh,
there we
thanks,
go.
narrator.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's
we
do
got
it.
new content on the way. Let's go. I wonder what it is.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ooh, what could it be? What could it be?
All right.
Oh, thank you,
All right,
Funnington.
let's see. It's the jump circle.
Woo! Yo, let's go! Oh my gosh, this is awesome! Dude, we paid $5. This is great. Worth every penny. Worth every penny. Worth every penny. Let's go. I guess it was only $5. Wait, what you mean? Wait,
Is that it?
what's a horror story? Wait,
Surely
what you
that's
mean?
not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Unfortunately, we didn't pay for more than
Stanley,
that many
I have to
jumps.
say,
That's fair.
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
What?
just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I thought it was
If this
pretty
is new
exciting.
Content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
Oh?
And oh, wait. There's more.
Oh, there's more?
Very good. Yes. I knew that.
Oh, I hope it's 36 more jumps.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, let's go!
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
What?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan
What do you mean
base
they
rush
thanked
a
us?
cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
But
And
they
don't
thanked
get me
us for
started on
enjoying
the
it.
level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
Twitter doesn't
accountable.
exist anymore.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up
It
to
was
such
36 jumps.
expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And
Reset?
we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
What?
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
I guess we could have a great
What do you
time like
say,
always.
friend?
I don't think they gave me a choice. Well, this is different. Huh?
Psst. Stanley,
What?
come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Wait, but what's over here, man? I want to go in the vent. I want to go in the vent. He said he wants to show me something. I want to see it. There's a screwdriver and a coffee mug. Sick coffee nut? Fair enough, I understand. What is he showing me?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out
Well,
to
that
be?
sounds
Well, it
pretty
got me
spooky.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So
What?
I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our
Is this an
little
Elden
secret.
Ring boss door?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You
For
see,
real?
Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember
I don't
back
know.
in
I didn't
October
play
of
it.
2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
It is impossible to get this achievement? Go outside, don't play for 5 years? Is that actually an achievement? New video game releasing today? What? In loving memory, Little Stanley? What happened to Little Stanley? That's actually an achievement? Oh my goodness. Oh, they're not gonna let me get the views in. If you don't play for 10 years?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning
Don't read
triumph
any
of
view
games
except
journalism.
this one.
10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every
Yeah.
game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable
Dude, I didn't know it was moving
was
like
literally
that.
Every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was
What?
Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all.
No
Isn't
games.
even the Stanley
Unlimited
Parable
bacon, but
anymore.
no games?
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
New elevator content. Wait, what's down there? Memory zone maintenance? Oh, I can't go in there? Oh, okay. See you in 15 minutes? Oh, gotcha. Oh my goodness. Oh, that sounds pretty spooky. Okay. Can't go that way. What is that?
Here's another moving passage.
Carpet
This
textures?
time from GameSpot.com.
Oh,
The Stanley
another
Parable is
review?
both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of
What?
10. Don't
9
you get
out
it,
of 10?
Stanley? The game was perfect.
For
It
real?
didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
Oh.
It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall
see.
of beloved video games.
I tried to play the OG, but it didn't let me. It wouldn't run on my computer. So I had to buy this one. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
What?
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Huh?
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
What?
I haven't looked at
Reviews
these
from
in years.
Steam?
I can't even imagine what's being collecting down here. Surely these
No.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Not reviews from Steam. Oh no!
Honestly, I could
But
not
it
be
has
bothered to play this
2.5
game
and
to full
2.9
completion. The
hours on
narrator is
record.
obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
What?
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh!
I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Oh, I
suppose
see.
could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley
Dude,
Parable, but the game is
what?
already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Dude, that's crazy. He said it had 2.9 hours on record. 3.1.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
These are real
This is actually quite
reviews?
shocking
That's
for me.
crazy.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You
Damn.
can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
What
good
an
one.
awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Dude, they made a whole
Like I let
spot
these
in the
people
game
down.
for bad
Perhaps the
reviews.
Stanley
That's
Parable
hilarious.
Isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
What? Oh no, the worst of them all. With 9.8 hours on
You constantly have
record?
to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button. Well, yes.
He played
Yes, I
9
think we can
hours
do
and he
that.
wants a
If I'm
skip
truly
button?
Too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of
Yo.
the Stanley Parable. That's my
Damn.
motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Damn.
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh. A skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant...
I did it.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes.
Oh,
but
a
it
few
was plenty
minutes.
of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change the
Is he not
rating in
gonna
the first
stop
place.
unless I press
I
it?
guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to
I
check
think
on
he
before I went
is.
about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting news...
Okay.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the
What?
amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's... Stanley!
Stanley!
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
My fault.
You've just been frozen there.
My bad.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
What?
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely
Gone?
gone.
Where'd you
I've
put
looked
the
at it from
door?
every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's... Oh, Stanley.
Stan, narrator's almost dead.
Someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week.
Or 2 weeks.
Is narrator gone?
Oh, hello.
Chocolate
It's
bread.
You're here again. Welcome.
Aw.
I have had time to think about you and about us and
Oh,
about
man.
everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
One entire
Let me describe
year.
it for you. To begin with, there is...
He was about to go on. Uh-oh. The plant is dead. Narrator? Narrator. What? Nobody changed the batteries in the fire alarm? Oh, hell no. Get me out of here.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
A
It was meant to
point?
speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said.
He is angry. No, he's not. I think he's... Is the clock still working?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
What?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is...
I missed my 36 jumps as well. I wish I would have slowed down on them. Really gotten my $5 worth. Oh, damn. 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 Oh. I feel like when if we skip enough, it's gonna let us out of here, right? Right? It's got to. This looks like The Last of Us now. What? That's beautiful music. That's beautiful. But I'm skipping. Damn. I think I may have abused the skip button. Uh-oh. What? Okay, I want to go now, please. We're good? Why is it leaning? Oh. Damn! Damn, I might have pressed the skip button a bit too much. Okay, alright, maybe we can skip a little bit. Maybe we can skip a little bit. Uh-oh. We have transcended space and time. We went to Earth's Mars phase. Damn. I guess we're heading out of here. I guess that's the end of the game, right? Oh my god. Ah!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting
I
room.
remember
Perhaps
seeing
he'd
something in the
simply missed a
museum
memo.
that said don't pick up the phone, and then new content. Wait, what? But there's new content. What if it's 37 jumps? Hold up.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to
I
show
hope
you.
it's 37 jumps. I hope it's 37 jumps. Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh, I'm excited.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley
I'm
parable
excited.
and about how roundly
38
disappointing
jumps?
this
Dude, don't
ultra-deluxe
even get me
version has
started.
turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Absolutely.
So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The Stanley Parable 2. It's like...
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor
Wow.
additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new
Another
experience built from the ground
sequel?
up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans
The
have
color
truly
red.
been asking for.
Oh my gosh.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
What could it be?
But let's take a look at some of the features I've
This
been
way to the
developing
show
for
floor?
it. I
Oh
figured
my
if
gosh,
I can
squad.
mostly organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game
Get
will
excited,
sort of
get
naturally
excited.
spring up around them.
Get
It'll all
excited.
work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything
What could it
scientific or
be? What could it
logical.
be?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Merch! Merch! The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
Does it know
what do
my
players
name?
really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says
That's
the
not
name
my
of
name.
Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate
Oh.
the full experience of this feature.
Okay,
Just
wait.
play along.
Okay,
I promise you'll
wait.
love it.
Imagine my name
Okay,
is Jim
here we
right
go.
now.
Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget who you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Yo, what is this
Falling in
button that
love
says
and
my
being
name while playing the
heartbroken as
game?
Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as
What
Jim.
is this
and as
button?
Jim,
What is this
watching
button
your
that
dreams crumble
says
into
my
dust.
name of the player
Do
that's
you
playing
feel
the
it
game?
deeply? Are you really, truly
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting
Yo,
up
how the hell did
backstory.
he know my
If you
name
don't
is
properly
Jim?
roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says
No,
somebody
that shit
else's
worked.
name.
Sorry for cussing.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
No, I got the point.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling
Yeah, we had to buy the
substance addiction as
Ultra
Jim,
Deluxe version, Marissa.
rediscovering yourself through fringe
He
religious
knows.
groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul?
I do, actually.
Are you really, truly Jim?
I'm
right
kind of
now?
feeling like Jim right now.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
No way you did it twice! No way you did it twice!
Thrill, what a rush!
Nah.
That was you! The button.
No way you
Do
did it
Do
twice!
it again.
A third?
Jim.
What?
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Nah, that's
Let's take a
crazy.
break
Nah,
from
that's
Jim.
crazy.
I'm too emotionally
Nah, that's
drained from all
crazy.
of this personal validation.
No, that's crazy. No way it works a fourth.
No.
Dude, oh my god,
Sometimes I
bang!
think too much.
Bang!
I'm putting the Jim button away.
What?
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
But I paid $5 extra for it. All right. He took away my bonus content. I thought I paid $5 extra.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That
Epilogue.
would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Should be seeing Scrimpf. It was close. Maybe 37 jumps, man. I hope so. Free new and easy achievement. Oh snap. About to get my Steam level up. Hold up. I need this. The dopamine receptors love this game. Absolutely.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah, I
Well,
do.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
What?
Yes. You see, you'll come to this... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that...
Are
will
you
exist.
serious?
Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the
Where's
world
my
who will be
achievement?
uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Is this the Overwatch devs? Is this game based on the Overwatch devs? There is no way. Where is my achievement? I've been scammed. What's up, Rose? What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen?
Oh my god. Wait, 0 jumps
You know
remaining.
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley.
Oh, how many you gonna get me? How many you gonna get me?
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
They're not gonna... I spent... No, seriously, we disabled it? I just got an achievement for them disabling the jump button? Infinite hole or collectibles? Let me check out the... What?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Chili?
And what's
Hey, that's
truly
what's up.
innovative is that there will be no reward
37
for
jumps? That's
collecting
what
all
I'm
of them.
saying.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yo, collectible! Let's go! Collect them all? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I hate that. I've actually never done that. Wait, what is this way? Infinite hole? No screenshots?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
Get
like
well.
balloons.
Get
But I'm
well
undecided
someday.
on get
Happy
well
12th
someday
12th
and
birthday,
happy 12th birthday.
Stepniece.
Which would you go with?
Stepniece? Wait, doesn't that mean you married your sister? Like a nepson? Is that what we're talking about? Are we referring to the opposite of a nepson? That's fire.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion,
I
it
have
makes
been
you realize
scammed.
that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
That's
Get well
fire.
someday it is.
What? That's not the ones I wanted. Those suck. Oh, okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've
Reassurance
made my decision.
bucket?
We're moving on.
What's the reassurance bucket? Just collecting the
A common
figurine?
complaint
Oh,
of the
absolutely.
Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
It's
that
not
it
even
engendered
here.
a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
It's
I'm
not
happy
even
to say
here.
that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Ooh, what's
You
it
see,
do?
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will
Oh,
fill your
dude,
mind
for
and your
real?
heart. It's true.
Heck yeah.
As long as you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the
SSRI
Stanley
bucket,
Parable
SSRI
will feel
bucket. Let's
perfectly
go!
normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of
Is it gonna
jarring
let me grab the
cognitive
bucket?
dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
It
Yes,
would be.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
Oh, I hope it calms me down.
Try.
It just laughed at me. What?
Can you feel it?
No, he
The glow
laughed
of
at me.
comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I think I'm
And
being
in fact,
gaslit.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it
Wait.
has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
For real? He thinks I'm
benefits of
more
the bucket
attractive
seem to
because of the
go all along,
bucket?
don't they?
I might be a
All
fan
this
of the
and
bucket.
more await you
I might
in
be
the
a fan of the
Stanley
bucket.
Parable 2.
I might actually be a fan of the bucket. He told me he made me more handsome. Didn't know that was possible. Didn't know such an item could do such a thing.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
What is this? No screenshots? New feature? Oh, I hope nobody screenshotted this. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. New. Oh. Wait, what? Oh yeah, the infinite hole. And I guess the exit. But let's check out the infinite hole. I'm a big fan of those. Let's do it. Let's do it. Is it like the portal one? Hole entrance infinite?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's
What
never
is
been
it?
done before in a video game.
What?
This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
I do.
falling.
I do
You can
have an
fall
infinite
until
hole.
The end of time, if you like.
How
A stunning
long?
leap forward for video games as a medium.
Somebody turn on the Black Ops 2 trick shot montage music. Insta swap 360 shock charge. Oh. Whoa! Oh, dude, you're actually falling.
Wonderful.
W game.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say.
Let's go!
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to return to the surface, but I'm having a grand time. I'm also getting motion
Now, I
sick.
don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the... Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more madness.
Whee! What if we do it twice?
Okay, and I guess we're back in the
We're
hole.
back in the
Did you
hole.
really need to see it again? I
Yeah.
don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever.
Dude, it's kind of
There
fun
really are
though.
so many other fascinating exhibits that I prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some
But this one's
more.
really cool.
How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness.
You lied to me!
Embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe
It
it's you who
wasn't.
likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm not the problem. Stop gaslighting me.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
It wasn't even
If that works
close.
For you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Oh, for heaven's
Let's go!
I was right. The problem is you.
No, this is
The problem
awesome.
is that you like holes too much.
I do.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Yeah.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It did.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
Nah, it definitely was.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Oh, let's go see what he's got going up above.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Yeah, I think I've
I
had
really
enough.
do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole
All
for a
right.
lifetime.
I think we'll head out of here. You thought?
How could I?
What?
You're back in the hole.
Yes.
If this starts to become a thing where...
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
We're making it
I suspect
no
that I'm
hole.
starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's
We're
length.
in the hole.
Here, let's try something.
What's
Let's
up?
pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, he wants me to see if it gets any shorter?
Oh, there it is. The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with
Let's
holes, but
go!
at this depth, I just can't see this
Bucket
scratching
Bucky?
itch.
Definitely.
Oh,
I
who
am
am I to
infinitely
judge?
deep.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do.
Yeah.
Hit the button when you're ready to move on.
Oh.
Is the teleport button not working?
It's not.
Sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Oh.
Try it again. Still nothing?
Yeah.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
What is it?
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
You serious?
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
You serious? Have I been scanned? What? Is he not coming back? Huh? Where are we going? Thank goodness we have our bucket. F to change your perspective. Yo! Look at Stanley with the bucket! This is fire! Different angles and everything. Boom! Look at Stanley. Damn. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Hit the Rolling Stone with the rollie on. It was our getaway car jack portfolio. Boom. Yeah. Boom. He wants me to press G to teleport back to the top. I'm not a silly goose. Boom. Oh, never mind. It does something else. Puts on the jams. No, I know. Reality. Hell. What? Yeah, now this is awesome sauce. What? Now this I could get used to. Oh yeah, put on now, dude. Oh my gosh, instant stimulation. My brain is satisfied. Let's go. Let's go. Bring back the puppies. Oh, Stanley. Oh, Stanley. Oh, Stanley. Oh, Stanley. Oh, Stanley. I like this one. I've transcended. I want to go back to the puppies. Yo. Damn.
Stanley? Stanley?
What's up?
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there.
I was having a great time.
But we can't have that, Stanley.
What?
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
What about
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years.
many
here
years in this
hole.
hole?
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Oh.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
He did not just call me a toodle pip and take away my puppies. Where are we headed now? Huh?
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Have we been that way? That's new. What are we even playing, bro? Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I think this is new.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley... All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Oh, I guess. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know
Yeah,
it's
I
not
think they're
exactly
pretty
clear
cool.
yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul.
Let's find a nice
It's going
seat.
to work. There's definitely
this
a
one
good
right here.
game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
What's the
I'll
experiment?
arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Oh, I think we're about to see all our new features added together.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm quite ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. Now that looks awesome sauce.
I mean, there's potential here, right?
Let me get down there. I see 36 jumps.
Hold on. Let me do it different.
Let me out of my cage.
Yes. This is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Holes.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
Two
of gags.
holes.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
What's
I can
what?
take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Like
Tasteful,
jumping?
of course, with respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
I see.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
I think I understand.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
I think I might understand. I want the jumps back. Me
Perfect.
too.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, shit. Damn, look at this game. We just got a new game. This looks pretty pressure, dude.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Click to skip.
Stanley worked for a
I skipped it. Yo, dude, this is a new game. Look at the balloons.
gone.
Oh, man, dude.
Stanley decided to go to the
whoa.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that a reassurance bucket? No way. I didn't know this game had reassurance
Stanley
buckets.
picked up the bucket.
And I've heard they make you slightly more attractive. Hold up.
Stanley
Is this
touched the
two
bucket
different
tightly to his
doors?
chest.
What's the
Entered the
bucket
door on
saying?
his left.
Bucket says go to the left. Okay. Man, this game is awesome. I wonder what this game has in store for us.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was
Anything
where
in
he'd
there?
find answers.
No. I appreciate that.
Coming to a
Let's go
staircase,
check in Stanley's-
Stanley and
I mean,
bucket
in the
walked
office.
upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay.
Stepping into
2845.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Genius.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
You know it.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
It was the bucket.
The bucket guiding him?
It is.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Absolutely. A collectible! Dude, I didn't know this game had collectibles!
Found
Dude!
one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a
Dude,
job
and
well
we get
done.
no
You won't
reward?
find that
Let's
sort of thing in Stanley.
go.
God knows I've tried.
I'm gonna have to get
I
all of
implore you to
these.
savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Let's go. Let's go downstairs. I wonder what could be down here. I wonder if it's like a mind control center or something. I hope not.
The elevator
That would be
raced
like
down,
worst case
plummeting
scenario.
towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him,
That would be
comforting
so
him,
bad.
reassuring that in this darkest moment of
But luckily we
uncertainty,
have our
he would be
reassurance
all right.
bucket.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Alright, lock in squad. I don't know what we have in store down here.
Stanley and the
What?
bucket
A mind
created
control
the art of
facility?
mind
Are you
control
joking me?
facility.
Oh, nah. My worst nightmare. Is that a button that turns on the lights? Whew.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Bucket just told me to lock the hell in. Bucket told me to go this way too. Damn, I wonder what this camera button does. Imagine if it showed every office in the building.
The monitors jumped to life, and
What are
Stanley
those
nearly dropped
numbers?
the bucket in shock.
Every
Everyone
office in the
office
building?
was being
No way!
monitored
What?
like guinea pigs. The bucket had
What?
never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
My worst nightmare is coming true. Oh my goodness. Oh nah.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Bucket?
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Bucket, what?
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
Bucket, why would you do
in
such a
the first
thing?
place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Like every YouTube Shorts
No!
creator?
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't
What?
accept
What's
it.
YouTube
His
Shorts?
own life
What's a
in someone
father?
else's control. Never.
What's a father?
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
I'm
At
glad
this
we have
point,
our
He
bucket.
could trust no one except for the bucket.
We're locked in. I don't know what could be up here.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with
What?
emotions. Happy or
You
sad
serious?
or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And
A
as the
button?
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
What?
For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best
Let's
friends,
turn off the
Stanley
systems
and the
for
bucket,
good.
up against the world.
Stanley
They
and Bucket versus the
high-fived.
world. Me and Bucket? Did we beat the game?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Dude, I wonder
Was it over?
if it's about to reveal
Yes.
a new Earth.
They had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live. Once
I
they
hope
stepped through
me
this
and my
massive
bucket,
door.
never mind.
The
I'm gonna
bucket
keep
wanted to learn
that thought to
roller
myself.
skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one
Wow.
they'd lived together.
I hope there's a
with
mountain
one
and
another to
bridges
lean
over
on,
this
to
wall.
trust, to support, and What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was
That's
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
not in the script.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What?
The facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No.
The soothing warmth of the bucket will go to any lengths not to part with
The facility wants to take my bucket?
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But
What?
at least he has the bucket.
Right?
To be trapped eternally
We still have our
in darkness
bucket,
isn't
right?
really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? My bucket! Where is it?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
No!
He never functioned well by himself. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms.
Yes!
And a wave of comfort rushed over him.
We did it!
Stanley
Wait, let's go this way
tightly
now.
to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
With
him,
the bucket?
telling him that the
Yes,
employee
dude.
lounge was simply the place to be.
The bucket told me to not listen to what the narrator had to say.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
Yes.
this better than the... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go
It's the
somewhere
bucket
else.
Emperor
Cargo lift,
Palpatine?
Yes, go there. Go to the cargo lift.
We must listen to the bucket.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's
Sir,
something
yes,
up
sir,
there I
bucket.
need you to do.
What is it, bucket?
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to
Yes, sir, bucket.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this.
Buckets
obvious
can't
fact.
talk?
He was firmly
Nobody told
convinced
me that
the
before
bucket
we
had
started
spoken
this.
to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
We must do what the bucket says. Look how fast we
In
just did
here.
that.
Said the bucket.
What's
go
in
into
here?
this dark room over here.
It's not very dark.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Yes, sir, bucket. Okay.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home.
I heard to
where we
not
can
pick
go
up the
about
phone.
life together.
I saw that in the museum. It said don't pick up the phone. Right? Or do we do what the bucket says? Or do we do what the bucket says? Okay, bucket said answer the phone. I can't turn on my bucket now.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to
Wait,
believe
we have a
the bucket
nice
could
house
speak to
now?
him.
Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? Hey, hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press L to take me to work with you. Faux Schrizzle?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally
What?
talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Nuh-uh. Dude, I'm pretty sure I heard the bucket say that. Let's get back to work. Huh? Press Y to take me back home. Okay, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
Yeah.
To see him delusional like this,
Wait,
obsessing
delusional?
over an inanimate metal object? I want to say
But he
something
told
to
me
him,
it's a
but I
really
don't
cool
know how
bucket.
I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Huh? You to get back to work?
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket.
But
it
it-
can't think, it can't talk.
But it's popping
All
up
it
on my
will ever
screen.
truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
Are there any
It
liquids we
doesn't
need
do
to transfer?
Anything else?
Don't listen to the loud man. Press I to go back for us to go back home. Okay.
You see, He's not listening. He's still
Bucket.
taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This
I'm gonna go to
stupid
sleep.
hunk of
Good night,
metal.
Scrimpf. Have an amazing night, 8-Ball. Press K to ignore anyone in your life except me. I would love to, Bucket. Sounds like a plan.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
What?
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold,
I'm glad I got my
empty
bucket.
this sort of shiny
Why is he
bucket.
trying to diss on my bucket?
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Why is he dissing on my bucket? You believe I'm real? Don't you, Stanley, press Q to go back home? Yeah, Bucket, you are real.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection,
It was real to
but
me.
It doesn't quite look
It
like
was
your
real
average
to
hardware
me.
store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier.
I
more
got paintings
capable
of the bucket
transporting
now?
liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
X to relive the same day with me over and over? I would love to, Bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying
Glad we
water
got
from
my
room to
bucket.
room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Folks, Grizzle? Press V to go home to work, to home to home to work, to home to work to home. Alright, I'll press V to do that. Oh. Are me and my...
feelings.
For my bucket?
No.
Wait,
What's going on?
what?
I want to be with the bucket. Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket.
Is the
this would be
narrator
less
trying to take my
confusing.
bucket?
Yes.
My
The
lover?
bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to
No!
me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
Stop!
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or
Close
I'll...
your eyes? Okay. Okay, when can I open them? Let me know when I can open them, chat. Oh, okay. Go back to work, Stanley? Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I have an
Perhaps
idea.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I have an idea. We're gonna go downstairs.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. And
The
tense
first
the
way
door
we
on his
did.
left.
The first way we went. What's up, Toast? How's it going? Oh, it's raining? There will be a reward for finding them all. How can we find them all? Is there no
Stanley,
collectibles?
Can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait, but what's downstairs? Is there any collectibles? A collectible!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands?
things.
Not bad. How are you
What
tripping?
about
I'm currently
Stanleries?
tripping off the
Yes,
beeswax.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Yes. Let's go.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post.
I
during
am
work
Funnington.
hours.
I
He might be
always
sorry
am.
for that. And in such
I
a
always
competitive
am.
economy, why had he
That's
taken
my
that
secret,
risk?
Cat.
All because
I
he believed
always
everyone
am.
had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
We're going in the
Maybe,
loop
he
with the
thought to himself,
bucket?
maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket doesn't think I'm crazy,
Strange,
does it?
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and
That's what
wisdom
I'm saying.
in
Normally the
difficult
bucket has the
times
plays
such as
right
these.
now.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
What?
Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Whose
How did
bucket
I end
is
up with
this?
someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
It's
Who knows
gone!
what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed,
What?
now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Huh?
Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh,
Not floating again,
without my
no!
bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it.
Where's my
calling to him.
bucket?
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it
What?
truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his
No,
special
none
bucket.
of them.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
Where's my
He had to
bucket?
find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
None of these
And
are
then
mine.
He froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The
Where?
real bucket was inside of him all along.
Why is the bucket inside of me?
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Why is the bucket inside of me?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place.
Mariella has a bucket.
But on this particular
And I
day,
don't.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
Right away, she knew what
Dead?
the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad.
I'm
ranting
maidenless
raving about
and
a
I have
narrator
no
describing
bucket?
all of his actions and how everything
What?
is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
I
Perhaps he
did.
didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first
No,
place.
I didn't.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought. And she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Why is Mariella
Of course,
flexing
she
on
hadn't
me?
time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on.
What?
Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass.
Mariella's life is so much better than mine, and she can backflip? Are you serious? Gosh, I guess I'm going to my boss's
All of his
office.
co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
It's
This
not.
warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
We got my
With the
bucket.
bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Woo!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Woo! We're back in business, man. We're back in business, man. Somewhere, both red and blue, a large room with lots of boxes, a private but smelly place for an important person. I got it. I understand it now.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Feel what?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it
Oh,
deserves
hell
the
no.
bucket.
No
I
way.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. Coming to a staircase,
Man.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I know where one of the collectibles is. Tell me I ain't the smartest person you've ever seen.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley.
Let's go!
stones. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlers. What do you think, Stanley?
I like
What name better
Stanlerines.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come
I
to
like
me.
Stanlerines. Let's go! Oh yeah, that's that elevator that goes forever. This elevator doesn't go anywhere. We sat in it for a hot minute. Okay, just making sure there's no collectibles in now. Alright, because I think the last two collectibles, one's in the escape
Manager's
spot,
office, Stanley
one's
was
in
once again
the...
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
I forgot the
Stanley may have
password.
broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
No, I didn't.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad
I forgot it.
was 2845.
I
But
remembered
Stanley
it.
guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Wait a
Was
minute.
the bucket guiding him?
Wait,
Yes.
if we
this
found
is
a
certainly the most
collectible
logical
right there,
explanation.
which way haven't we gone? We haven't gone the escape way? What else? Where's the other one? We haven't gone the escape way. Did we find one, the other way we went? The mind control way? Yeah, I think so.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
But
Mind
we haven't been
Control
this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Right?
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
What's the other way we have to go?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
The only other way I remember
At
is
this
going
point,
up and down the
Stanley and
elevator.
the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Wait, we never did this way and exited the main menu like it said to. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't remember.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer
Am I
to
just?
bed in
I don't know
minutes,
what's
Stanley
going
reflected
on.
on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what
I don't know
use
what's
is a
going
sense
on.
of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
I'm
This is
actually
what
at
Stanley
ease
thought
now
to
that I
himself.
have my
He
bucket.
sort of kicked himself for
Yo,
wasting
what's
so
up,
much
Funnington?
time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
We're trying to find all 6 collectibles, I think. We have 4 of them?
Farewell, Stanley.
We need 2
cried the
more.
narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
What? My bucket?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
What? The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. Is it all buckets this
Can
time?
you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
My
Can
fault?
you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short
Far
life?
more noble than noble than I'll
man
ever
can
be.
own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
What?
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket? What? Bucket lore goes crazy? I'm trying to
There
find
is
all the
something we can
collectibles,
do,
bruh.
Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What is it?
Let Stanley die.
What?
Be crushed by the machine.
Me?
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Am I supposed to exit to main menu right there? I don't know. My brain doesn't know what to do anymore. If I'm back in the office. Ah! We
Wait,
didn't even.
Stanley thought to himself.
Ah!
I'm sure that the orders stopped coming in. How is that possible? Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the
Where are they?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest, and this was not the correct way to
I have
the
an
meeting
idea.
room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was
Bucket
wrong.
is wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left,
to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the
I've never
opposite
been this
door.
way. What? What? I never went this way?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What? We care about you, Stanley?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for
A
you, Stanley.
baby!
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
It's just
We're the
sequel
ones that matter,
content?
Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes.
Let's smash.
Not this
No.
bucket that they've never seen before.
No.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
What?
Don't you want
I
another
like
story
this
involving
bucket.
the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fan... Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Yo.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as
No, I'm
classic dialogue
not.
back then.
No, I'm
Let's do it for the
not.
fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
It better not be my bucket or the drugs or hookers.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
What?
I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
We gotta destroy
Can
my
you guess what
bucket.
the Bucket Destroyer
I'm
does?
going to.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Yo, thank you for the 420
Go ahead now,
bits.
Stanley.
Oh my
You say it
goodness.
right, have a nice
Thank you
breakfast,
so
and
much
then
for the
make a decision
420
in the
bits,
morning.
go you. Have an amazing night. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out on Twitch and the YouTube. Thank you
listen
so
to me.
much for the follow.
It's
And thank you so
crucial that
much for the
get the bucket.
420
I
bits.
don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality.
Did y'all see
trait.
that?
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's
What?
really like 10 personality traits.
What?
Other object in this game can you even say that about?
Why is the
Broom Closet?
bucket-
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have
I'm
to hurry
trying.
and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what
I'm
they
trying.
want. Hurry and...
Huh? I've transcended?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye.
What has
dear
happened?
friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
What has happened? Rest in peace, the Bucket Destroyer. What? Which other way
Soft
can we
wind blew
go?
outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't remember. We still haven't found them all. A large room with lots of boxes, somewhere both red and blue. Something both red and blue.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we think we have to do the, we never got this to work. Maybe this does something. If we sit in it long enough, maybe. I have no idea. I have no idea. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, we're chilling. Where's somewhere both red and blue? I don't know. Okay, I have a good feeling this isn't going anywhere. What's up, Funnington? I have a strange feeling that's not going anywhere. I'm still here. What's up, man? I don't even know what we're trying to do
in the
anymore.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotion, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it
That was kind of luck. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do now. The only other way I remember is going up this elevator a bunch. Going up and down this elevator a bunch. That's the only other ending that I know of that I think. I don't remember how we got to the edit or the place with all the reviews. We gotta get him mad,
Wait,
I think.
Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
I want to go press the number 3? And the bucket's not even responding to such information? What?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and... Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
I didn't know I was having the time of my
looked
life.
expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who
Dude,
had always felt such a
Is the
connection
bucket
with
giving me the cold shoulder
How was this
right
not
now?
as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
How does he know I'm going back in the elevator?
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got
That's
from
what I'm
slamming the
saying.
number 3
I
repeatedly.
really did enjoy that. I'm not sure. But let's go check.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so
I think the
much
game's trying to
together,
make me
and I
waste
just want you
time.
to see what I see. Feel the
Or
happiness
you think
I
3's gonna
feel.
do something this
He
time?
smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
I don't know. I don't know. Do we think the bucket's gonna do something this time? Wait, do you think I have to exit to main menu?
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument.
I'm
wheeling
wailing on
a
it?
concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield
Okay, let's
a
go back down.
paintbrush.
It's not
he
doing
told
anything.
stories through the number 3. Stories of his dreams and hopes and fears.
What?
And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Let's return to the elevator.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why
I don't
suddenly could the bucket
understand.
not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
I don't know. When we did this last time, and that's how we got to the review place, I'm pretty sure.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling
Yeah,
in my heart.
I do know what to do.
He decided right then and there.
I
that he
do
would
know
hold
what
a
to
press
do.
conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so
Yes.
alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It
Yes.
would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
I knew it. Yes.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building
Whoa, I
excitement
forgot about
around
all the
it,
pictures of
developing
me.
and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further.
Okay.
When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared
The
as he'd
Minecraft
ever
door?
been for anything in his life.
Oh yeah, I get to go be famous. 427.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over.
Let's go be famous.
One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one. There was no one here.
What?
Nobody had come to the press conference
Nobody
to hear
thinks I'm
Stanley
famous
speak,
anymore?
to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3
I
on the
fell
keypad
off.
over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
What?
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant.
Me and my
They
bucket
spoke
growing
less
apart?
and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the
What?
press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about
What?
passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
No.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
I heard someone. Someone's in the crowd. I heard you. I have one fan. I have one fan. Okay, squad.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something... Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Bucket, I don't
Stanley
know,
just
bro.
smiled.
Bucket-
Anywhere they went together. would
Bucket,
be
the only
perfect.
idea I
Stanley
have is
tossed the
exiting the
bucket
main
tightly to
menu.
his chest and entered the door on his left.
The only ideas I have is exiting to the main menu, Bucket. Because I can't find the last two. I can't find the large rooms of bad boxes. Bottom text. Bottom text. I don't know where that is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping
Let's
into
do
the
it.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire.
Let's go.
But Stanley guessed the correct
Let's-
code by sheer
Let's try to
luck.
figure out what we gotta
Was
do,
it the
squad.
bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
We've gone
This
with
is
the
certainly
bucket
the
all the way to the
logical
control center,
conclusion.
right? Yeah, that's what we did the first time, I'm pretty sure. The second time, we went on the right path, and the third time we went down the escape path. Then we just did the elevator
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind
But the only thing we
Control
haven't done is
Facility.
exit to main
Although this
menu
passageway had the word
when we're about to
escape
get
written on it,
crushed.
The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent
That's
death.
the only thing we haven't done, I think, is
The
do
door
this.
behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
Imagine
on
if
track.
the narrator meowed, that'd be
At
amazing.
this point, Stanley
I
and the
forgot-
bucket
I
were
don't think there's a
knowingly
meow
walking
in the
forward
Venti
into
video.
a very painful death for each of them.
I think this is where we escape to main menu when we're about to get crushed. Let's go. Ouch! So we gotta wait till what haven't we done, bro?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise,
The only
Stanley
thing I saw
reflected
was
on
don't
how
pick up the
meaningless bucket's
phone.
warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket.
So
But
for the
what use
first
is a
time,
sense of ease
we're about to
when you're
get
about
crushed.
to death? This is what Stanley
Don't pick
thought
up
to
the
himself,
bucket?
and he
Bro,
sort of kicked
Scrizzle!
himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Or should I exit to main menu? Should I do the exit to main menu trick? Should I do
"Farewell,
that, Funnington?
Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
I don't know. Don't
It was
pick
a
up the
shame,
bucket?
the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
This one did
It was a
indeed stand above the
glorious bucket
rest.
to behold.
There also might be a collectible in this museum that we didn't find. Because there's still two collectibles. And one of them said it was,
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
One of them
Can you
said
see
it
the
was,
hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket
a big
is
red
far
room or
more
something?
noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
I think.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is
don't
man
know.
who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh no, you can't go in the museum anymore. You have to grab bucket. And then you get crushed. Let's try exiting the main menu.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Is that exit to main menu?
Let Stanley die.
Or does that just... Oh, okay, that didn't do shit, bro.
All of his co-workers...
What?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Hey,
had
no
simply missed a
worries.
memo.
Okay, I was told not to pick up the bucket this time. Which way do we go, Funnington? What?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm so confused. The exit to main menu didn't work. It didn't work. And I don't know where the last two collectibles are.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish what... Coming to a staircase,
Oh, okay.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh. Okay. Are we just
Okay,
doing
I
this
think we all know
regular
the drill
now?
by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley
Oh.
pushes some buttons. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Okay. I think he's frustrated at me for taking this long. Ooh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ooh. Okay.
The lights rose on
Funnington told me to
enormous
not pick up the
room-packed
bucket
television
on the
screens.
next run.
What
And I don't
horrible
know if he
secret
meant
did this
don't pick
place
up the
hold?
bucket.
Stanley thought to
And
himself. Did he have the strength
we
to
already
find
did the
out?
elevator twice. We did the elevator with the bucket and without the bucket. And now Funnington said to do no bucket, and I think he just meant do a regular one with no bucket.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
A regular
Their
run
true nature
with no
revealed.
bucket.
Each bore the number of an employee
I
in the
think.
building. Stanley's co-workers.
Ooh.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
Let's
nothing.
go. I'm trying to think of all the different
This
combinations.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
There was
job?
that one thing
his
in the
emotions had
museum
been
that said,
manipulated to
"Don't pick
accept
up the
it
phone."
blindly?
Don't pick up
No,
the phone in that
he
one room.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I don't
His
know.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know.
But here
I
was
do
the
not
proof.
know.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
two.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What? I never noticed these buttons before. 3? And that must be 4 up there. But how do you get up there? Yeah, that is 4. Huh? I never noticed those buttons before. What does that say? 152? I don't know what those buttons are. I've never noticed those before. Well, I noticed the 5 button last time. One, 5, 2, 1. Or is that a different? Oh, that's 0, I think. Okay, I don't know, bruh. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I do not understand. I do not understand. Wait, did we also never try turning this shit on?
And when at last he found the source of the root... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the
What?
machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
Let's do this.
I barely
Hold up,
know
one
where to
sec.
start.
3.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right,
4.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What happened to my
I
coworkers?
erased them. Turned off the
What?
machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the
what?
office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
What?
Try to
That
make
didn't
sense of
work.
everything and take back the control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
That didn't
goodness,
work,
only
bruh.
34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
That didn't
You know
work.
what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on
What do you
trees.
mean?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yes.
Look at you, running from button to button,
Wait,
screen
what?
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One
What?
solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
What?
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world. That's
No.
but I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the
No.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown.
No.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your life from the moment we fade in until the moment I
dead.
say happily ever up.
I died. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket.
Is this game
a
even
bucket of
beatable?
Culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Brother. How do we beat this? I need to message Funnington. I'm so confused, man. I'm so confused.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it just goes on forever? Did I get all the endings?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm asking Funnington if I beat the game. I'm so confused.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I do not know.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yo, what?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Damn! Squad, I don't know if we've beaten the game or not. When do I stop playing? Ooh, does it just play forever? Does this go on forever?
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm so confused, squad. I don't know where the other statues are. I don't know where the other statues are.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Let's try something with this one elevator. Let's try to get this one elevator to work. I don't know. We're gonna sit in this elevator. Or whichever way has the phone? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. Dun 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 dun. Let's wait in this elevator for 15 years. Drop off the warehouse. Oh. Okay, I don't think that shit's going anywhere. Wait, what?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better coach. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Because of Google, I have an idea.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this
Watch
bucket was
this.
speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Hold up. We found something. We found something. Hold up.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Oh.
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
What is and
Please,
isn't a
step
bucket?
in here for a moment.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some
Is
test
this a
scenarios,
bucket?
and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simply
I
enough,
can
right?
do that.
This should tell us
I
everything
think so.
we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Okay. Oh, that's a bucket.
Item 1.
That's a
Is
bucket.
this a bucket?
Yo, thank you so much for the raid, Nick. Nick Ramakon. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? Yeah, that's a bucket. How are you doing
It is a
today? Oh my
hologram of a
goodness.
bucket, not an
Meow.
actual
Indeed,
bucket.
Funnington. What's going on?
Item 2.
Thank you so
Is
much for the
this
raid of 3. How are you doing today? Yeah, that's definitely a bucket. I think that.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Huh? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you so much for the raid.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
I think that's a bucket. Let's
Correct.
go.
This
It
is
is.
a bucket.
It is. Okay, so I think another and
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
from extensive research? Nah.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
I thought
to
so.
be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Oh,
Thank
I
you
see.
for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
The next one's got to be a bucket, right? For sure. Right? Nope. That's
Is
still
this a bucket?
that's still a tractor. What?
This is a bucket.
Huh? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Thank you so much for the raid on Twitch. How's your day going today?
Is this a bucket?
Ooh. Yeah, I want to say that's a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both. What?
Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
What? I don't think that's a bucket.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes!
There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket.
Yeah.
Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
Is that what you think?
I
Answer me straight,
genuinely have
Stanley.
no clue.
Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
I mean, everything can be a bucket if you think hard enough. Nah, he said it wasn't, though. Nah. Right?
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
I got no clue.
Now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? And
No.
why a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Doing
I'm losing
what?
myself and
No, you're
myself
not
was
a bucket
all I ever
man.
had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
What?
I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Why?
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
Dude, what?
Okay, here we go.
Me too?
What happened?
I
Is
don't
everything
know.
gone?
I have
Did
no
everything
idea.
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea.
Me neither.
How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And
I didn't say
Stanley,
you were.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Oh.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of
Reset
the buckets. okay?
everything?
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Are we back to the start again? I have an idea. We're going that way without
All
a
of his
bucket.
co-workers were
We're
gone.
going that way
What
without a
did it
bucket.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
We're
Perhaps
going
he
that
had
way
simply
without a
missed
bucket.
memo.
Because it said no buckets allowed, so what if we don't bring a bucket? Right? 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 Okay.
When Stanley came to a set
I
of
think
two
this is the
open
last
doors,
ending
this
we're
was
gonna
not the
go
correct
for.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
'Cause,
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop
I don't
by
know
the
any other
employee
ones.
lounge first, just to admire it.
Except we could
And here it
try
was.
not answering the phone, whichever way that
Eager
was.
to get back to business,
I saw something in the
Stanley took
museum
first
saying that
open
was an
door on his
ending.
left.
Yeah, we're not going that way. We've been down that elevator. We've been...
Stanley was so bad at following
Yeah.
directions. It's incredible
died.
he wasn't 5 years ago.
We're going to go this way without a bucket now.
Look, Stanley,
think I can get
perhaps
down
we've
there.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Why is that door open, though?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't know.
There's
I don't
someone
know.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
My
Are
bad.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
No.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
I don't think you're gonna
want to
do
help
anything
you,
bad.
to
I'm
show
just-
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Is he going to let me go this way?
Now listen carefully. This is important.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door. You're getting close now,
We only have
Stanley.
one more.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one.
Where is
And
the
then
last
the
one?
first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
If we find the
We'll be
last one,
different
that's what
people
we'll
by
go
then.
for. I'll have to look
Different
up
in
on
the sense
Google
that
where
we
it
used
is.
to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Where is the Stanley statue in Stanley Parable? Where's the large room with a lot of boxes? Ooh, all... Hold up. Hold up, one sec. What? What? Hold up, one sec. Okay, yeah, we have that one. We have that one. We have the one at the bottom of the red stairs. We have the one in the bathroom. We don't have that one. What is that one? Oh, okay. Nice. All right. Bet. He told me to go through the red door. Wait, there's still a bunch more endings.
Thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Where are we headed?
You see that it's
This kind of seems like an endless loop.
I wanted to stop.
This kind of seems like an endless
We
loop.
would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And
Actually,
I think-
maybe it sounded an
well,
endless
I think
loop.
I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What's in here?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
What?
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I don't know.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I'm going in here. He's too happy.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I gotta see what's going on.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Game will
we'll
reset.
lose all of this.
The game will
Please,
reset.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley,
Kobe!
think about what... No!
Ooh!
Oh, thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me.
I'm doing it again.
I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm not dying. 360, Kobe!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that, my
No!
God? Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No!
Would you throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
I didn't say
You're literally
that.
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I
No!
reading the situation correctly?
No! I didn't say all that, 360.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know
I do think
anymore.
it's a little funny, but
I just
damn.
wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I didn't mean it to be like that. I didn't mean it as a sign of disrespect, my boy. My fault.
Is it over?
Oh.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
It's been restarting a
I'm going
lot.
back.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait a minute.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I have an
Perhaps
idea.
he had simply missed a memo.
I have una buena idea. I have una buena idea. We gotta find something. We gotta find the
Stanley
last
came to a
trophy.
set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. Gotta stop by the employing lounge. It was okay.
But eager
Yeah.
to get back to business,
Hold up.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Hold up. Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh.
And there it is.
Yes!
The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Yes!
So this moment, Stanley, this is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
We did
When
it!
so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted
Oh.
that a job well
It said
done
there was a
is its
reward
own
on the
reward.
wall, though.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
Oh.
But that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley
One
left
more
from the
way!
platform
We have one
and
more way to
plunged
go,
his
squad!
death.
We have one
Good
more
job,
way to go.
Stanley.
We have one more way to
Everyone
go.
thinks you are very
What's up,
powerful.
Lauren? How's it going? Oh my goodness, I think we're close to beating the game. Not close to beating the game, but we have one more way to go. What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
It kinda was.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
It did indeed.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Elden Ring
I
Ball
would
Store?
love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Let's go check out the figurines. Let's go. Oh, okay. This looks spooky. Wait, what's up here? Oh, okay. Can't go that way. My volume's at 0. Oh, snap.
here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7 of 6? What? What is this?
And here was the second Stanley. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office.
We did.
You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6.
I'm so
But you
confused.
continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I see. Understairs,
Okay,
boys'
let's do a little
bathroom.
quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
We found this one first. We found this one first. I'm positive.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here under the stairs.
Yup,
It was
yup,
the
yup.
third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Oh, I just heard something happen up here. Oh, okay.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
We
well,
did?
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't remember this happening. And then we found one
This
right
was
over
the
here.
5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly.
We still
In
haven't
fact,
gone through the
because
blue
this
door.
one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
You like this one?
Enjoy.
What's the video? Dude! Yo! We did find it that way! What's in there? Dude! It's mini stand number 5! Damn! Awesome! Hell yeah! Let's go! You found it near the red and blue doors! I did! Thanks for watching, you're welcome! That's how you guys should watch my videos. Take notes. Take notes.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but
It was dope.
8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Oh, now we go this way? Okay. What you showing me now?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine.
Yeah.
Right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the
Yeah,
others.
it did!
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of
Dude,
them.
how did he
They're
know when I
all
collected them all?
It was a moment
This guy might have
unlike
worked on the
any
game.
other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Cool! What are you showing me now, man?
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do
Inception.
but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
What? Oh, okay, we did it. We have one more way to go. We have one more way to go that I know.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone
Okay.
again from the opposite direction.
All
See how
right.
that feels.
Sounds good. I guess.
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the
I
figurines
don't.
we looked
I'm
at in
having
our
a hard
initial
time
tour of the
remembering
memory
this.
zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay, let's see. Wait, which one was before this one? Oh, that's right. It was the red and blue door one. I see. I bet it's in this
Here's where I
room.
made that video. Don't you remember the video?
I do. That video is fire. You're gonna make me watch it again. Oh, yeah, I'm glad.
Yes, I love that
Dude,
video.
you did a great job on that video. I can't lie. Might have to get you to edit this one.
Still don't remember the pink room.
Yeah, don't
Stanley.
remember this
Still
one
no
either.
memory of this one. Good room though. A
Yeah, for
solid
sure.
room.
For sure. For sure. That room's fire.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
No,
It's
absolutely. No, absolutely. Oh, man, a Stanley statue. Yo, no way.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember?
No,
Yes,
I think
remember
no, I
it
don't.
too.
I
The
don't.
past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it?
That's what I'm
Keep
saying.
going.
Dude, the first one we
The very
found.
first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
What? Oh, yeah. Remember the collectible exhibit, bro? Yeah, dude. I remember this. The jumps. Please tell me.
It's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on.
I'll still not
I
gonna let me
remember
get
hating
no
it back
jumps,
then,
bro.
But time does put a
I
rosy
love that.
filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Yeah, me too,
Look how
bro.
much fun the... Oh, yes! The two doors!
Oh, yeah.
Who could have
We
forgotten
have
that
walked through these like
classic
60
memory, this
times
one?
now. Yeah. Oh, and it's the
And before
desk where we
everything else, there was
started.
your office. Is there
I'm a
anything else?
grown-ass
Was there
man.
something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Ah. I don't remember.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh, yeah, my
I
terrible
remember
life.
before this whole story got started. Back then, I was different.
Yeah.
I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I
Damn.
became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
You made me
He
do
would make
it?
the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason.
I
Why
did it for a
invent
reason.
Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
I'm an
And Stanley
imaginary
really did
friend?
make for a wonderful companion, even
Oh.
if he was a fiction.
He thought I was nice.
But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
Oh.
I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
For
I'll
real?
be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run in the
Yeah.
office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Okay.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
One more run.
Here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
One more run. Right? Okay. Well,
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Okay.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
hold up. There's only one more ending. Or that we know.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
One more
lounge
that we know
first,
about.
just to admire
Funnington said like the game doesn't actually
was
end.
okay.
There's just a ton of different endings. And that's what we've
But
been doing the
eager to
whole
get
time.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. We're going this way. We're going to the blue door. Or whichever door we didn't
Stanley
go through.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ooh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
Yeah.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've...
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
My fault,
for
bro.
others? Are you that convinced?
I
that
just
I
have
want
to go
something
one more
bad to
way.
happen to you?
I just
What?
have one more
I
way.
don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Which side
Give
does
me
he
a
tell us to
chance.
go?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Blue door.
Stanley walked through the... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yeah.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Damn.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that.
Well, dog, I already went through the whole
And in
story.
the end, it was all for nothing.
I
Because
already
this
went
is
through
what
it.
you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
Maybe the
let me take a
blasphemous
stab in the
blade
dark
from
at your
Elden Ring.
design, and you can give me some feedback.
Oh, yeah. What's
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of
Nah,
where we
this
were
do.
before.
This
Go
do.
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
We
here.
giving him a 5 out of 5 on the boom meter.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Yeah.
I know the game needed a third door.
You did.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that,
I
Stanley.
feel it
Don't
in
even
my
try.
fingers.
Here,
I
based on
feel
the
it
data
in
from your
my
previous
soul.
playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
I'm a
Let's
grown-ass
take a
man.
look.
Stop enjoying myself. I'm a grown-ass man. Am I on the leaderboard?
Now, would you say that
LMAO, hello? What's up,
makes you feel
Funnington?
motivated
What's
to
up?
keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
5 out of 5 on the boom
Hey,
meter.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
This is the last one we have.
In this game,
What?
he crawls left towards danger.
What?
Click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes
In my
clear
personal
once you've been
opinion-
playing it for about 4 hours.
In my personal
so why don't
opinion-
you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard.
How did it
Did
know?
you do it because you hate babies?
I
or
do
purely
hate
to spite
babies.
Me?
I hate
Because if it's the
babies.
latter, well, I
Can't
don't know what to
stand 'em.
do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even
Run
going
it
to
back.
try.
I would love
I'm
to
out.
see it again.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful,
It
why don't we
wasn't.
play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This
Is it?
seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
What?
Story. What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a
Cortex!
creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
My
Perhaps for
creep
some sort of
tower?
twisted, erotic purpose.
What? No, it doesn't have some sort of purpose.
That must be
What?
a fascinating
These
thing
lies
to
are my
experience
name.
total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
And the Minecraft door sound is awesome. Dude, what? This is not a pervert tower, dude. Why would he even say such a thing, dude? I would never use a tower for that such of a purpose, dude. No. Why is there 2 paths? Why is there...
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
What?
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
There was a house over there.
I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls.
Oh, a new
something
game?
With nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What's the game?
Okay. I think this will be just the thing.
What could it be? Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
What?
There's a possibility that you could get lost here. Now this
I
is
ended
game
up in
design.
Rocket League!
If you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
The grounds have different texture
Okay, so what
sounds.
exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
We ended up in
I think
Rocket
it's
League?
Sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
It's the Rocket League ball! Oh, now this is awesome sauce. Now this is awesome sauce. Air dribble, flip reset, flip reset, flip reset, musty!
Are you doing? Hold on. What are you doing?
I didn't mean to fall down a goal.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You
What?
can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Narrator! What? Where are we now? There's a light on down here. $4:27. We're back in my office. Huh?
I wonder what he found.
I don't know.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
What?
Very soon. I can wait.
What? Squadron, that's the only other ending I knew. That's the last ending that I knew of. That's the last ending that I knew of. With that information, I'm going to call tonight's stream here. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Y'all are so very amazing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are goated on the sticks. Thank you for stopping by today's playthrough of the Stanley Parable Deluxe Ultra Deluxe Edition. We tried to do as many endings as possible, and we got all the ones that I knew about or could figure out. So with that being said, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for stopping by today. Shout out the new subscribers and anyone who may have joined up and hung out with us today. I appreciate you and hope you have an amazing night. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Marvel Rivals. And then on Wednesday, we will be starting a new series called Fears to Fathom. And that should be a lot of fun, so make sure to stop by for that. I will see you guys tomorrow. W stream. W you guys. Take care of yourself. Be extra safe tonight. I love you. Peace out. Have a good night. Peace.